This month's giveaway is a copy of Mighty Number 9 Cross-Buy for the PlayStation 4, PlayStation 3, and the Vita whenever they decide to release that version. How do you enter to win? It's simple. All you have to do is be a subscriber, and as always, if you want additional entries, go ahead and leave a comment on each of our podcast videos for the month. The winner will be chosen at random at the end of the month. Good luck, and thank you so much for watching. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Press X Podcast, episode 24, part 1, our first ever broken into parts. This is the E3 episode. We just watched Microsoft's press conference. We're going to be talking about our thoughts, opinions on basically every announcement. We kind of have them all here.
Yeah.
And then we're going to be talking about overall what we thought of the conference and kind of I'm going to give it like an out of 10 rating. I've been doing it on Twitter, but I'm going to go ahead and say my ones for this. So this one will go live first, so anyone seeing this can know. Then Sony's will go live. We're going to do Sony's tonight. Then the third parties, which is EA, Bethesda, Ubisoft will go live. And then Nintendo, we're kind of on a wait-and-see approach, because we don't really know what Nintendo's even going to do, if they're going to make announcements. Like, we know we're seeing Pokemon from them, but
I didn't actually think about that. That'll be a big thing.
I don't know. They said they don't have any games on the show floor, except for Zelda. It's kind of awkward. Anyway, we're here to talk about Microsoft. So the Microsoft press conference just happened. It was interesting. They started off with the Xbox One S, or Slim. I assume.
And this looks awesome.
It is beautiful.
It is beautiful. Yeah, the design's fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
How much smaller is it?
40%.
Ah, that's incredible.
40% smaller. It looks to me like a PS4 a lot. It's got that sleek, smaller design.
Very sleek.
The biggest thing for me is that the power supply is in the console.
It's also 2 terabytes.
Yeah, I believe it's 2 terabytes.
That's
as well.
insane.
Yeah, it seems awesome.
Yeah.
And it's $299. I was like,
that's incredible.
I already have an Xbox, and I was like, I would get rid of my Xbox to get this thing.
Oh, for sure.
I think that's completely worth it until the end of the show.
Yeah.
I was like, I think that is completely worth it.
Yeah.
So moving on from that, and they announced Gears 4. They showed everything about that. We knew Gears 4 was coming out. They came out and played a little bit of it October 11th, and then they announced that they're doing this cross-buy thing where Play Anywhere, I believe is what they called it, where if you buy a game on Xbox, you get it on Windows 10, and that's going to be that was a very common theme throughout their show. Yeah. They made a point to tell you every single game you buy.
Exclusive to Xbox One
God,
and
it was
Windows
so annoying.
10. Yeah, every time a game came out.
So Gears 4, how do we feel about that?
I mean, the campaign looks awesome. The mechanics of this game look great.
It looks like more Gears.
Yeah,
let's
for
be
sure.
honest.
It does. I think graphically this game looks amazing.
It looks good. I like the weather effects.
Yeah, the weather effects look
lots
sweet.
Of like dust particles and things going. I'm excited to play this. I actually just bought Gears of War, like the original one.
Oh, that's awesome.
It was $1. Yeah. I'm like, I'll buy that. So I'm ready to play through them to get to 4.
For sure.
They had a little tease at the end of Marcus in it, so that's cool, I guess. Laura Bailey came out on stage. That was probably the best part of the press conference.
Yeah.
Big fan of Laura Bailey. So this is one I'm going to keep my eye on. I'm not sold.
Yeah. I'm going to play this for sure.
Keep my eye on it.
My roommates are like obsessed with Gears, so I'm sure I'll get to play this campaign.
Yeah, it's big franchise.
I'm not really excited to play this multiplayer though. You know, I played the beta. And it's not bad. It feels like Gears. I'm kind of over that. There's just better multiplayer games out for me. So
yeah, like Overwatch. Man, we talked all about Overwatch last week.
Oh, man, I missed it.
I even put a thing on the thing just to talk to you about Overwatch, and we were just like...
That sucks.
So then we got this Gears character, General Ram, whatever. He's coming to Killer Instinct.
Yeah.
Season 3.
Pretty hyped about this.
I believe he's free for a week, so you can check him out.
Yeah.
You're the Killer Instinct guy. What do we got here?
So this reveal trailer was really weird. It
was awful.
Yeah,
it was
pretty bad. So they show him fighting, and I guess they show his instinct here because you see, like the instinct spark, and he like absorbs the fireball, and then he grabs him and one shots him, and then it shows his outro. So I don't know if his instinct like absorbs things and makes him more powerful.
Like a Mr. Game & Watch
yeah.
in Smash Brothers.
I think that would be cool. It
absorbs things, and then when you do your grab, it does all the damage you've absorbed or something like that.
That'd be cool. It seemed like recently a lot of the instincts have revolved around the grab. So,
yeah, I like Killer Instinct. I don't love it. I think I like their characters. That's my favorite part of the game.
I've gotten really into the game recently, so
I'll check them out. I'm not opposed, but as many people know, I typically just play with one character in whatever game I play. Yeah. And I'm sure not going to play this pig guy that I don't know anything about. So.
He's awesome.
Then we got Forza Horizon 3. Do you care about Forza at all?
It's fine. I actually have Horizon 2 right now. It's fun. I used to love racing games. It's like all I played were like racing games and shooting games. But after a couple, there's only so much you can do with racing games. And they're trying to like push more into this game.
Yeah.
And it's just not interesting.
I think
it really isn't.
The problem for me is I don't like racing games, and I think I might buy my first ever racing game this year because of VR.
Yeah.
Like that's something that was noticeably absent at this event was they didn't do HoloLens like they did last year. They didn't announce a partnership with Oculus, which I kind of thought they were going to.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
They mentioned Oculus
a couple times,
yeah, but like they didn't announce anything. It seems like they're waiting for the Scorpio to come out, and that's going to be the Oculus
I think the Scorpio is going to be like their Oculus platform. So I think like as much as they're pushing the 4K, I think they should have pushed the Oculus a little more into this.
Yeah,
it would have made a little more sense for this. We'll talk about that later.
Though it might make by the time this goes live, people probably have seen them all, but it might make them look bad doing that if the Sony conference is heavy VR, because they'll be like, we're doing VR in a year, and Sony's like, we're doing VR in a few months.
Yeah.
That might look a little bad. But the thing for racing for me is I feel like it's a VR game now. Like a racing game's
I think that'd be incredible
for it. So anything that's not that, I'm just kind of like, whatever.
I guess we saw it a little bit. That guy had like the new. They showed off the new Forza setup for the PC. They came out with new pedals and a stick and stuff.
Yeah.
A brand new.
Big fan of spending $2,000 to play Forza.
It's like actually $1,400. It's crazy, dude. So that was the big thing they released for the Forza. And they kind of like didn't want to talk about it. They just showed it off like really quickly. So that game looks fun.
My favorite announcement, which I thought it would be, Recore. Coming September this year.
Yep.
I think it was like the 18th or something like that.
16th, 18th, something like that.
Something like that. The camera work. We got to talk about this. The camera work was awful. It kept zooming out. So like when
they were playing a game, it was insane.
And as they announced the reveal for this, the camera was zoomed out. So I'm like September 12th.
They would zoom in on the exclusive on Xbox One and
it was awful.
Windows 10, and then they'd zoom back out, and this like fucking no-brainer playing the game is just drooling.
I know. And whoever does the camera work for the Xbox conference,
they
please
need to be
fire them.
Holy
they were
shit.
Awful.
Yeah.
Anyway, Recore looks fantastic.
No, this game looks
obviously
awesome.
Way further along than I thought. I 100% thought this was a 2017 game.
Oh, yeah.
We haven't seen anything on it since last year. They came out, they showed gameplay. It looks awesome.
It's done.
Looks like so much fun.
It looks incredible.
Very excited for this game. I hope we get a cool collector's edition.
I hope so too, man.
Probably won't, though, because they have so many games coming out. There's a lot of September games.
There are. It's crazy.
Forza was September as well. We saw Final Fantasy 15 on stage with a live demo, which is also a September game.
Yep.
I don't think this game shows well, personally.
Yeah, I don't.
Like,
I was
sure,
very unimpressed.
Yeah,
every time
sure
I
it's great to play, but like,
and we kind of played it. I don't know. I'm not excited about this game at all.
I'm like.
I started off like kind of like, hey, could be cool, and then I've slowly lost interest in it.
Though something that we'll talk about on next week's episode, Persona got its release date, and it is not this year, so that frees up Final Fantasy for me, because that's what I was worried about. And Persona's coming out the week before Final Fantasy in Japan, so like they're marking their territory there. But here they're coming out on Valentine's Day, so that frees up the September slot for me. Which
there's a lot of February stuff going on in February of next year. It's insane.
Now we got Horizon, and we got Sea of Thieves, I believe, was February. Persona was February. There's a lot of February games. Moving on. We got Tom Clancy's The Division Underground expansion.
The first actual expansion. They've released 2 DLCs for this game. And this is the actual you paid it. It's like the paid expansion. For all the
Game
season
doesn't
pass
seem to be
people.
doing as well as they hoped.
Yeah. So but this game looks like it's doing exactly what Destiny did. It did great on release.
Destiny is doing great.
It is doing great now. I didn't finish.
Okay.
So this game did great on release. Fell off pretty fast. And it looks like they're trying to make a comeback with this first DLC here. They're advertising it pretty hard.
I don't know. So Destiny had so many players that they pushed their next game because they still have such a fan base.
Yeah.
So they actually pushed Destiny 2, whereas the Division did the opposite. They moved the Division 2 closer because they had such a rocky launch. And it was really probably all due to their glitches and bug problems that they have that people abused.
Yeah.
I know they announced that they're now banning people for life if you offend. And like, that's all fine.
They had a problem a little bit on Destiny when that first raid came out. You could
cheese it a little bit.
You could just walk through all the way to the boss and not fight anything.
Yeah, that's when I did the raids.
It was really
then they made it so you had to do it. I was like, ooh, I'm done playing this game.
Yeah, so I think this game will make a comeback. It's not a bad game. It's very much like Destiny. A lot of players quit because of this glitch. They got a little burnout, just like Destiny. And there's 4, including this one, there's 4 total expansions coming out for this game by the end of this year.
Really? This one comes out in June. I think it's soon.
Yeah, they said 4 expansions by the end of the year.
That's crazy.
Which doesn't make any sense.
No.
But I don't know. I hope this game makes a comeback, and I hope they add a lot more content to the game. It's needed. It's a cool game, lack of in-game content, just like Destiny. So I think we'll see a similar thing.
Then we got some small announcements. Background music, which probably should have been there at launch. Language preferences and Cortana showing up. They also announced that they have clubs, which I imagine are like PlayStation communities where you're like,
I play community. So
I play this game and this game and this game, and you can find like-minded gamers or whatever. They also added a looking for group, which they described as a wanted ad for multiplayer, so you can.
I think this game's cool.
This is awesome.
Yeah,
so I'm so surprised, and it's not even like I'm surprised this doesn't exist. I haven't even thought about this existing.
Yeah,
like it's such a duh idea.
Yeah, I mean, you think about it mainly being in the actual game.
Yeah,
but this is for like I'm hardcore. Playing this game.
Yeah,
or I'm casual
doing this. Yeah, I love
Here's
that.
what level I am on this game, and you just put it out there, and someo's like, oh, awesome.
Yeah, they do that in MMOs all the time. It's like, hey, I'm a healer. I'm doing this dungeon. Anybody need my I love that stuff. It allows you to play by yourself, but still be included. It's necessary in a lot of online games where you play by yourself, and this is just genius. I didn't even think about that. I can finally find one of the 10 people that still plays Battleborn to play with me. Then they announced the Arena on Xbox Live, a new tournament platform which will launch in the fall. I imagine it's similar to PlayStation, kind of something similar. They announced that they were doing a competitive gaming
I don't
thing.
actually understand
I don't.
these.
I was going to say mucky messaging. Don't fully understand. Also kind of tuned out because I don't care.
So what they kind of explained with this is they made a big reliance on this to your friends. So you're just like kind of ranking yourself against your friends. And there's just like an overall ranking as well. But it doesn't really do anything. It's just this ranking system. It doesn't do anything for you. It doesn't give you any gamer score or anything like that. So I'm not real sure what the point of it is.
Aims to make competitive gaming easier to get into, but I don't know.
I don't think anyone any of these like Cloud9, Luminosity, any of these big competitive companies that are looking for people to play games for them are going to look at these Xbox leaderboards. They don't give a shit about that.
That's true. Then they had a Minecraft demo, which since I don't play Minecraft, all I was confused. I didn't really fully understand. It seemed like they were announcing like texture packs, and they had a VR Minecraft. And,
so
I don't know what's in Minecraft and what's not because I don't play it.
Right.
So all I saw was it went on way too long. It was probably the longest
really
demo.
Long. It was very boring.
I agree.
They did a horrible job of this.
What
did they say? That it's cross-platform now? Is that what they're aiming to do?
They had to because somebody was on a Surface, somebody was on.
Okay, so I guess cross-platform is what the one thing they announced.
I don't know.
They showed the VR off a little bit. That was kind of cool, I guess. Minecraft's the last game I'd want to play on this. They showed off like a city texture pack with like aliens as the new monster, which I guess is a big deal. Because that's what they ended with, were these like aliens being the new monster. I don't give a shit about Minecraft.
Yeah,
this bored
it's
the
rough.
shit out of me.
It was the low point for the conference for me.
Oh man, it was awful.
Maybe not in announcements because we're gonna get there, but
Yeah.
as far as like pacing, I felt like it
Mhm.
did a really good job,
Yeah.
like a very steady job. And then I feel like when it hit this, I was like,
I've never been.
It's
so
very similar to when sports segments come on or like Call of Duty segments come on
Yeah.
for PlayStations. I'm just like,
They last too long. You know, I
please
don't
make
mind
it
if they
go
were like,
faster.
hey, Minecraft's
hey, more
cross-platform
Destiny
now.
stuff. I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah, I don't give a shit anymore. Yeah, Killer Instinct actually did a really good job with this because it's a 2-minute segment.
Yeah,
of
and
their
I
new
wish I
character.
saw more.
Yeah,
So.
and that's cool.
Yeah.
But they want you to go play their
I'd
game.
rather
so like,
want
here's this
more
new
than
character.
want less.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. This makes you want to get on the game. So
Mhm.
people are like, oh, I'll go. You know, this is for free and it's out today.
Yeah.
Sure, I'll go play it. So.
The next one was awesome. Xbox One now has customizable controllers. You can go on their new design
it's
site
cool.
and design. They had a bunch of colors. You can change the analog stick colors, the
So
button.
I was thinking about this, and it's exactly like Nike ID. You go on and
Yeah,
you make
or
your
Vans
shoe.
or
Yep,
anything
same
like
thing,
that.
same kind of thing. But just with an Xbox controller, and it's fucking awesome. You can put your name on it.
yeah,
different
people
colors,
have been
different
doing
grips
this
and stuff.
forever.
Yeah,
and people are
different
scared.
companies for sure.
People are scared to like buy from them because they're like, "Oh, am I getting scammed?" Blah
Yeah.
blah blah. This is just the easiest way. Be like Microsoft, be like, "We do it now."
Yeah, it's
and
on our
we're
website.
gonna get way
Yeah.
more than anybody else. So.
And they did a great job with this commercial too.
Very Apple.
Yeah, we might see it on TV. Definitely see it on like YouTube and Twitch.
Yeah,
so-
I like this a lot. I don't care to have a custom Xbox controller, and I already bought I have that green PlayStation
Yeah.
controller that I bought from one of those third-party ones.
Yeah.
So they missed the boat a little bit for me,
Right.
but it's still really cool for
Yeah,
anybody.
it's very cool, yeah.
Interested, and you can get your name. on
I'm
it
curious
and
about
stuff.
like what the price is. I'm sure.
Yeah,
it's
they
not-
didn't announce that one.
Yeah, which makes me think it's gonna be expensive, but
Yeah.
we'll see. It's
We'll
cool.
see.
It's a cool idea. I'm glad they did it.
We got a little trailer. It was almost like a teaser for Inside, which is the
that was cool.
Yeah, new game from the team that did Limbo, which is
Yeah.
a very critically acclaimed game. I'm very excited for this game. It comes out June 29th,
Yeah.
which is
It's very
huge.
soon. Mhm.
But they didn't show anything that made me go, "Oh, I really want to play
No, they
this."
didn't.
The thing that they showed in it that made me want to play it the most was from the creators of Limbo.
Yeah.
I'm like, that
They also
wasn't a
announced that
great
Limbo
trailer.
is going to be free on the Xbox One.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So
Limbo's free.
That's kind of cool. That's
Yeah.
awesome. I'll give it a. I haven't actually played this game, so I'm really excited to play
Yeah,
it.
it's
and
good.
it might want to make me buy Inside. So
Yeah, so I was happy about that. Then they had the ID at Xbox guy come out, and he showed off Cuphead, which made me very, very happy.
yeah,
I want
you should have
Cuphead
a bunch of independent games.
So yeah, I want Cuphead
Um,
so bad. They added levels to it. Originally, the game was just all boss fights,
Yeah.
and they were going to release it.
Mhm.
And Microsoft, everybody loved it, and Microsoft came out and they're like, "We're going to back your game. You add the levels and make it like a full-fledged
Yeah.
platformer." And they did that. They had a trailer with some platforming and stuff.
Yeah.
So they've done
this
that.
game
That's
looks,
neat.
This game looks really cool. I'm not very good at platforming games just because I don't put a lot of time into them. But this is one that I would love to play.
Yeah,
It
I'm
looks-
so excited for
looks
this
incredible.
game. This is a day one purchase for me.
Yeah.
Then they just had some cool ones, like they showed off Outlast 2. They showed off Ukulele, which made me happy.
Mhm.
I figured if we were going to see that, it would be on Microsoft stage.
Yeah, for sure.
Below, Hand of Fate 2, just a bunch of smaller games.
All kind of cool games.
Then they
yeah.
were like, we have one more to show you. And it was We Happy Few.
Oh my god.
Which for me was the highlight new announcement.
Oh, this game looks incredible.
I was blown away.
Yeah.
It was great. It was very BioShock. It reminded me a lot
Yeah,
of
for sure.
BioShock.
Mhm.
This like almost like an alternate timeline world. It seemed like, from what I gathered from the trailer, it's a world where everybody takes these like happy pills
Yeah.
that
So it
make
looked like it
make the world a
took
happy
in,
place.
64. Is what
Yes,
what
on
plot
the
said.
thing. Yeah,
So
it-
it's a cool time period.
It's an alternate
Yeah.
history, but like they take the pills that make the world seem better than it really is,
Mhm.
and your main character seems to stop taking them,
Yeah.
and realizes just how fucked,
fucked
everything is,
everything
and I'm
is,
like,
yeah.
this is awesome.
awesome. There's-
Easily day one buy for me as well.
Oh yeah, there's one
Um,
awesome scene in there. I was like, man, this game is really cool. I kind of had an idea what was going on, and then when he's going to like bust open this pinata, and like blood goes everywhere. I'm like, oh, this is awesome.
Yeah, I'm very, 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 very excited. It was like Recore last year.
Yeah.
They're like, KJ Inafune is doing a game, and I'm like, ooh, what? And they're like, the Metroid Prime team's making it, and I'm like,
Yeah.
what is this game?
Yeah.
And they showed like a little thing for Recore, and I'm like, I'm sold. And this was the Recore for me this year. It was by far my favorite announcement.
Oh, this was awesome. Yeah.
New announcement. My other favorite announcement is that ReCore's coming this year.
Yeah, and this game's coming in February. Is that right?
Let me see if it says Xbox One program next one. It's going into preview next month. I don't think they had an actual.
Oh, that's what it was. It said early 2017. And
and it has early access or whatever they call it, preview, whatever. Then they did the Gwent Witcher card game. Real
People were
cool.
freaking out about
Zoomed
this.
out completely. Couldn't tell what was going on.
Shitty.
Don't know what the game is.
Yeah, they zoomed in for like the cards and stuff, and then when they started playing the game, they zoomed out. So I didn't know what was going on. I was really interested in this. They did a really shitty job of.
Love this game.
It's crazy.
People
spent more time in the tavern playing this card game than Witcher 3, which is insane because Witcher 3 is incredible.
Yeah, I don't know much about it because I don't play it, but I'm definitely going to keep my eye on it.
We'll have to get Kellen on to talk about it.
Yeah. Got to keep my eye on this one.
Yeah, I'm excited about it.
Then, surprising me, they showed off Tekken 7 because it had been rumored for a very long time that this was a PlayStation 4 exclusive. They've only talked about it about PS4. Their press statements had PS4 and PC.
Yeah.
So I assumed this was a exclusive similar to Street Fighter V.
Yeah.
And it also has Akuma from Street Fighter V in it.
Which is
so
cool.
I was like, this is a PS4 game. And there it was on Microsoft stage.
This looks really cool. I'm a little scared for Killer Instinct. Just because there's like another big fighting game coming to the Xbox. And that's why Killer Instinct's been doing so well. There's just one fighting game on it right now.
That's true. Yeah.
So I'm a little scared for that. It might kill the Killer Instinct competitive play a little bit. I hope it doesn't. That game's incredible.
Not coming till next year.
Yeah.
Kind of sucked.
Yeah.
I'm a little upset about that because Injustice 2, which also had a reveal a few days ago, looks also incredible. I mean, Tekken's my favorite fighting franchise.
Is Injustice 2 going to be on Xbox as well? Or do we not know yet?
Yes, it's slated for Xbox. Okay. Though the last one wasn't on Xbox, which was interesting.
I didn't know.
Yeah, PS4 has just always kind of been the home for fighting games.
Yeah.
So I feel like that makes sense. But yeah, they're coming over. I thought it was very strange they had the Street Fighter character in it when Street Fighter is PlayStation exclusive. I thought that was a little weird.
So I think Killer Instinct actually showed that the Xbox community loves these fighting games. So
it's possible.
I think these companies are going to start going to Xbox One a little more.
Yeah, so I'm excited. They definitely noob-friendly Tekken, which hurts me a little bit because
I'm excited.
I love Tekken. Yeah, but it's going to get more people on board.
For sure.
So I'm okay with it. And my favorite character's already in the game there to confirm Lily, so we're good to go.
I just want to play this new the Street Fighter guy. He looks awesome.
Yeah. Dead Rising 4. A little upset about something in this one, but Dead Rising 4 was shown off. Looks cool. Liked the trailer.
Cool. Yeah.
Not Xbox exclusive. Important to note. Mm-hmm. They did not have the exclusive thing on it, so it looks like it's coming to PS4.
Yeah.
It looked like more Dead Rising, prettier Dead Rising.
Yeah.
I'm a little shy. I don't think Dead Rising 3 did very well, and I don't think it wasn't received very well either.
Yeah, I think it's like pretty mediocre.
So I'm kind of actually surprised to see this. I put on our predictions episode, I thought that this was going to be an exclusive, so that hurts my predictions a little bit. But anyway, yeah, Dead Rising 4, it seems like more of the same, just even more over the top.
Mm-hmm. Looks cool.
They came out, talked about Play Anywhere some more, blah, blah, blah. Scalebound. Platinum Games came out, showed off Scalebound. This is a game that so many people are excited for.
Yeah.
And so many people don't give a shit.
Yeah.
And I am it's very, in the I don't give a shit.
It's very, like, split down the middle.
Yeah.
So the idea of this game, I think, sounded cool.
Yes, I agree.
I didn't bring my drink up here with me. What a mistake. So the idea of this game looked really cool. And as soon as you started playing the trailer, I just found so many things I didn't like.
Yeah, you're like, why do these numbers look bad?
Yeah.
Why does this animation look bad? Why does the game look like if something big happened, the frame rate would drop to 3?
Yeah. So they spent some, the graphics look decent. They look pretty good.
Yeah, they look fine.
Yeah. Not anything like crazy. I like the idea that you have this pet dragon. You ride around with your friends on dragons. That sounds cool.
The concept's great.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
Just the execution.
The gameplay just does not look fun.
No,
it looks very dull and boring.
I agree.
I think they didn't spend a lot of time cutting the corners on this game. The numbers are just these white numbers.
That might change.
On the monster.
The game's more than a year out still.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say more than a year, but it's a 2017 game, and it didn't say early like a lot of the other things.
This needs a lot of work.
So I feel like they're still working on it. They're very hit or miss with their games. I personally am wait and see.
Yeah.
When it comes out, I'm going to wait. It's going to come out. I'm going to wait and see, and then wait some more because
Yeah.
I really just am not very interested.
Yeah, I got really uninterested in this game when I saw how shitty like the gameplay looked. So
Well, it looked way better than the last time too, so that's saying something. Last time its frame rate was like, it was really bad. Then Rare came out and showed off a really weird fake Twitch gameplay thing of Sea of Thieves. I thought it was dumb.
I thought so when they showed it, that trailer was awesome. They were like going through this boat,
and then they started playing.
They like went through the ocean to show all this treasure and stuff. And I was like, man, this game looks kind of cool. You know, pirates are awesome. And then they had this weird thing where like people were playing it on like and recording themselves, and it like kept going between people, and you had no idea what was going on.
Yeah,
and everybody was annoying and had these like fake. Everything was like scripted. It was just like a really bad gameplay trailer.
I lost a lot of interest, and I still am not really sure what it is. It seemed
don't
like
really
it was
know.
like Minecraft, like open world pirate, Minecrafty, play with your friends, have a good time, not too serious thing. And I was just like, what is this game?
So there's not really a goal. It looks like it's definitely this very open world. It definitely looked like you needed friends to play this game,
and I don't have those.
Everything
so
they showed was
happening.
like 4 people on a boat going and doing things together. So we'll see.
Yeah, I don't care at all about this game.
I mean, I don't either.
Speaking of games I don't care about, they showed off State of Decay 2.
This game looked very mediocre.
More zombie stuff. Looked like it's trying to be every other zombie thing.
Yeah.
So sick of zombies. Stop making zombies. Oh my god.
I'm really, really tired of
Hate
it.
The Walking Dead. It totally ruined our
They really did.
our entertainment medium. So State of Decay 2, don't care. Then they showed off Halo Wars 2 with an awesome CG trailer.
This CG trailer was incredible.
And then a gameplay.
Yeah, so
segment.
big things in this is their what's the company that did this?
They say 343. I could have sworn they outsourced it, but maybe I'm wrong. I'm not going to look it up.
So 343, they created
Keep going.
So they created a new race for this game. I don't remember what it's called. They kind of look like these gorilla aliens. It takes place on a different planet. So I'm a little excited about that. The trailer looked awesome. And then the open beta actually came out today, and I think it goes through it's the 13th through the 20th on Xbox One.
Mm-hmm.
So a little excited about that. The actual like graphically, this game does not look good. So a little disappointed.
So it's done by Creative Assembly. So it is not 343. 343 is Hellbang. They do Total War Warhammer. Rome, Total War.
Yeah, the Total War games are incredible.
Empire, Alien Isolation, Napoleon, Total War.
They do all the
Medieval,
Total War games.
Total War.
Yeah, Total War.
Total War.
So
Totoro.
They
do Rugby 2001.
You've never played a Total War game, correct?
No, I don't play.
So I've played
nerdy
about
strategy
12
games.
Total War games, and these are my favorite RTS games.
They're doing it.
These are incredible games.
Bodes well.
This is a little different for them. I hope it plays the same as like Total War and a lot less. So the Total War games, for you that don't know, are not like resource based. They're these like big campaign games, and then you have an army at the beginning. Instead of like building your army as the game goes on, you start out with your army and you plan the execution. So you're like, my cavalry is good against, or my archers are going to be good against your cavalry, so I'll put them over here. And you get to like scout out the whole map and like draw where your troops are going to go. It's really like strategic.
Yeah, that's what I liked about the reveal trailer was I totally got that from it. Or not reveal, I guess they revealed it last year. But like it was showing the action, and then when it went to the commanders, it was all in slow motion, and it was like they were planning I was like, that was a really good trailer.
Yeah.
They almost should have just shown that, to be honest.
Yeah. I think that's what they were doing here. So from the gameplay they showed, it was really chaotic looking. I had no idea what was going on. I didn't really get a good view. Total War, which is weird because the Total War gameplay reveal trailers are always awesome. Total War Warhammer has been awesome. Got very good reviews. The game looks sweet. I didn't actually know that they were doing this game. So I'm really excited.
I knew it wasn't.
I'm very
Microsoft
excited about that. The first Halo Wars was like a resource-based game, if I remember right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Not the biggest Halo fan.
I
I played the mainline series and was like, I'm done.
I played a lot.
I got to 4 and I was like, ooh, this took a real sharp turn that I don't like. I'm done here.
I'm just excited for a new RTS game. I love them. I haven't played one in a while because my PC's messed up right now. So Excited to see one on the Xbox.
Fixed my PC. God, that was trash. Anyway, then they came out. They basically did this weird like apology tiptoe thing, which you have to do. I still think this was a mistake, but they did this weird apology tiptoe thing where they're like, "We're going to announce something that's gonna make you mad.
Yeah.
Let's try and calm everything."
Yeah.
Like that's what it felt like to me. It felt like they walked out and they're like, "We're lighting a fire, but here's a fire extinguisher for everybody." They announced no name, just the project name, like Project Morpheus before it. Xbox One Project Scorpio.
Yep.
So it is
They didn't show the new console. Or
yeah,
anything.
right. They did a little tease, but they definitely didn't show it. It was just a developer video.
Yep.
Of the lying developers saying how happy they are that this exists, and we know it's coming holiday 2017.
Yep.
It's 4K.
Yep. That was the big thing. They said 4K maybe 20 times in this 2-minute video. So.
Yeah. So they announced this 4K box, and I think this was a mistake. I don't care what you... I think making this thing is a mistake still.
Yeah, I agree.
But... then announcing the Slim, which literally the first thing I did when you came in, because you came in like 15 minutes late, I was like, they announced a Slim. It's awesome. I might buy it. And then the conference ended, and I was like, oh, I guess I won't.
Oh, man, this is so disappointing.
I mean, I'm glad it exists, but I just feel like this was not the place to announce it.
Yeah.
And the marketing was muddled, like I assumed it would be. They got all these developers coming out saying, oh, we're so happy that we now have to make 4 SKUs of every game that we make. We have to make one for the Xbox Scorpio, the original Xbox One, the PS4, and the PS4 Neo.
Before we get on
none of the developers are happy.
The big thing they were trying to get across is that everything that comes out on this 4K will come out on Xbox One and the Xbox One S.
Right.
So all these are getting the same exact games. Not one of them are getting a different game.
Right.
Not one different
just
game.
like the Neo.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So this sucks. Why would I buy why would I buy this new Xbox if I don't get any new games?
Because it can do VR, I assume.
Yeah, so that's one thing they didn't say.
Right, they didn't say anything that I assume.
They didn't say anything about VR, which is what I was looking for in this trailer, in this 4K.
So
we did assume that they were going to say something about Project Scorpio in this in E3. I'm not happy that they did it. I'm not happy the way they did it. They were very undescriptive. I don't know why they did it. I feel like it's going to hurt their Xbox One S sales.
Yeah, I feel like it's just going to hurt their Xbox sales in general. People are going to be like, well, I can just wait. If I like, I mean, it's a long time to wait. To be fair, but like that's why I feel like the only way you can do this and make people not hate you is go like we'll say PlayStation because Xbox already did it. We'll say they announced that they're not showing it. They're like, we're working on one. We're not announcing it here, guys. Yeah. Like they came out and said that already. Yeah. But
I don't think PlayStation's very far along with it at all.
I feel like the only way to do this is to come out and be like, we did this. It's for VR. Like, it'll make your other games prettier, whatever. But it's mainly done for VR, and there's a trade-in program. That's the only way you can not piss people off.
If they would have had some kind of trade-in program for this. Yeah. But it is a year and a half away, so we have a lot more to see of this.
That's true.
We might not see a lot more this year. Beginning, middle of next year, we'll see a ton about this Project Scorpio. And what this new system looks like and has. So
I think this was the biggest mistake of the conference. It was. I mean, I don't think there's a good way to announce this thing, though. No. To be honest, they did a good job. People weren't like booing.
Yeah.
Like they did a good job with being careful, but like I'm still just why you didn't give us a reason. All you said was we think 4K is the future. We have no proof because we don't have any games to show you in 4K, and trust us. That's literally what they did, as opposed to being like, hey, we're partnered with Oculus, VR won't work, but it has to work because we announced that it'll work. And we announced that there's no difference. It's just really strange. And they also, of course, didn't announce any sort of price thing or anything because it's going to be more expensive.
It's going to be expensive.
Yeah, it's going to be expensive.
Yeah, this is going to be expensive. Not only does
they put out a controller that's $150.
Yeah, not only does this have 4K capabilities, but it's going to be like a high-end PC. Yeah. We're expecting this thing, I don't know. It's going to be crazy.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
Yeah, if you see, like, technology right now is at, from last year to this year, it's like moving twice as fast. Intel just came out with a 10-core processor. which is insane.
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
Okay, so you probably have like a dual core in your laptop, so it's 5 times more powerful. So we might see something like this in the 4K, and if that's the case, if there's something like this in this new Xbox, I just feel like I'm getting fucked if I'm playing against someone on like Call of Duty. Let's say the new Call of Duty.
There's parity issues and stuff like that.
Crazy.
Like, yeah, you play online and it's like, hey, I have 120 frames a second.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Cool, dude.
This is sweet.
Yeah.
It's PC gaming all over again.
Yeah, it sucks.
Jeez, it's horrible. Yeah, so besides that, I thought the conference was very solid.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely a above average, like good conference.
Yeah.
Last year they did this too. Their conference was amazing.
It was
last
awesome,
year.
yeah.
I felt like, and then I feel like Sony came out and just completely overshadowed them with all of they're like, we're remaking all these games everybody loves and everything.
Yeah.
But watching this before seeing Sony's or having any other ones to compare it to, really, what would you give this conference out of 10?
I give it an 8 out of 10.
An 8?
Yeah. I was shooting a little higher, and then the Minecraft thing shot me down a little bit. Some of the other things shot me back up. Halo Wars was cool. I'm actually really excited about it now that we know it's by the Total War people. I'll definitely give it a chance.
Yeah, so...
and then the Oculus, or not the Oculus, I'm sorry, the Project Scorpio kind of shot me back down. So
yeah,
7, 8 out of 10, right in that range.
Mine's a 7 as well. I liked it. The thing is, when I say this all the time, I'm not a Gears fan. I'm not a Forza fan. I'm not a Halo fan.
Right.
So like,
not a big Xbox fan.
Yeah, their exclusive games don't do it for me. Like I like their side ones, like Alan Wake. Like that's the ones that I get excited for. Sunset Overdrive, I liked. I was excited for Sunset Overdrive, and like in this one, it was ReCore that got me excited. But there was nothing that made me stand up and go, oh my God, I can't believe this exists. Like there's been conferences, and it's typically at Sony's, even if they're not Sony's games, where like Kingdom Hearts 3 was revealed, and I lost my fucking mind. You know, like I was so excited. And I didn't have that moment, but it was still above average, like a 5. It was still above average. So yeah, I give it a solid 7 for the same reasons that Sea of Thieves hurt. I didn't care. Minecraft was awful, and then the Scorpio. I just feel like
the games they revealed look incredible, especially the other one we didn't even say in our review. What is that game called?
I don't know.
Is the one game that we thought was like the best game they revealed? Jeez.
Are you talking about the We Happy Few game?
Yeah, We Happy Few. That was another thing that like really brought this over the top.
Oh, you're just saying for the review.
I think that game looks incredible.
Yeah, that one looked good. That was definitely the biggest surprise of the show.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, there was nothing where I was standing up like, holy crap, like a Final Fantasy VII remake or a Kingdom Hearts 3 or something like that I never thought would actually happen, and it's happening.
Yeah.
But like I said, the only thing that Microsoft, because I don't really like their current properties, the only thing that they could do is be like, hey, MechAssault's back, or like bringing back something old is the only thing that they could do for me. Really,
I never get excited about the bringing back something old. I don't know. That just doesn't do it for me.
You bring back Crash Bandicoot, you're gonna see me cry.
I know. You get so excited about the old games coming back now, which is fine. I just don't get excited about that. I'm really like Gears 4, not crazy about this game. Halo Wars 2, it's fine. Like the new games are definitely what get me excited.
Yeah, new IPs.
Yeah, and when they show these gameplay, like I got so in depth in these new games that they were showing us.
The only problem is they doll it up a lot of time, like the Order 1886.
Yeah.
Or Quantum Break even.
Yeah.
Like they're like, oh, this really cool game that sold less than 200,000 units and just didn't do very well. Like it's like, oh man. That's the problem. It's hard making a new IP. It's very, very hard, and people would rather make old stuff or bring back old things than do new ones. So.
There's been quite a few new IPs this year, though. We have Battleborn, Overwatch. Like, there's quite a few new things.
No, there's definitely more this year, I feel like, than last year. Or not last year, I mean last console generation.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
By this time, probably.
It's been kind of crazy. There's just a lot of new shit coming out.
But once again, I'm just like, show me God of War 4.
Yeah, that is one I'm actually really excited about. They're taking God of War in a new direction.
Yeah,
I'm really excited.
It's like, stop making sequels unless it's a sequel that I want.
Yeah.
Stop making remakes unless it's a remake that I want.
Yeah.
So, anyway, that's what we thought of the Microsoft conference. We're going to go watch the Ubisoft's, and then we have people coming over, so we won't be filming. Then we're going to go to the theater, watch Sony's.
Oh, pretty excited about that.
I'm very excited. And then we'll come back, film all this stuff, and hopefully have it all up, but all this is irrelevant to you guys. So thank you so much for watching. If you made it this this far, go ahead and leave us a comment on what your favorite announcement was, what your least favorite announcement was, and give like a 1 to 10 what you
and
think.
Maybe what you're most excited to see in this, like, coming up in the E3.
Sure. Why not?
Why not?
Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here, Todd.
Yep.
And thank you for watching. Bada bing, bada boom.